Welcome to Kent, Ohio, and Dick Stadium, home to the Golden Flashes of Kent State. And while to some it may seem like a small blip across the college football landscape, this place has been the home to legends like Lambert, Edelman, James, Holtz, and of course, Saban. The Owls will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Golden Flashes offense will have the football first. We've seen freshmen step into the running back position with big expectations many times. David, Herschel, Walker, Adrian Peterson, among others, and they hope that they found a guy like that here.
Well, and he's highly touted. He's got the skill set, obviously, highly recruited. Everybody talking about it. But this is a different animal, Palmer. Like when you come into this atmosphere and you got a bunch of full-grown men coming at you, I'm very curious to see how he responds. I know he has the physical ability, but is he ready for this?
He looks really good coming off the bus, I'll say that. He is definitely built different, but he's going to have to run different than he did in high school. David, you know this. You can't bounce every run to the outside and get away with it like you did at high school. I'm really curious to see the discipline he's going to have in this game running the football now that he's playing against much tougher competition.
Every offensive coordinator they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Fighting off the defender. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now, guys, when you think about Kent State, the portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and breaks into the open. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job of getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Flashes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stops.
And how about that? A lot of coaches talk about being aggressive and we're going to take shots, but then they get conservative in the game. But first drive, coming out, showing this defense we are not afraid to throw the ball deep. Might keep that defense a little bit more conservative.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first down, stopping the run. Here we go on second. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
I really love that first drive by the offense. It always seemed like they were just one step ahead of the D, and a nice job there down close. But the defense knew they were going to run the football, being more physical, running it in on third down to get the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. So Florida Atlantic's offense will go to work for the first time today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Harris. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Wants to go up top on first down. Touchdown, Kent State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. To the air on second down. Moves away as he feels pressure. At the 40, there he goes. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Florida Atlantic races to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the...
There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The offense in hurry-up mode.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
A shot toward the end zone. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The sure hands, it's Chandler. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Chandler. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. That's the end of the period, and Kent State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking for a gap. It's Martin. Oh, he continues to fight for yards. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And you don't see this very often, the big defensive linemen. You see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer? When it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception.
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Pressure coming. He fires one deep over the middle.
Oh, that is a sensational individual effort. Did you see how he dove and completely stretched out? The fact that he was able to reel that in is just unbelievable. I don't even think the head coach or quarterback can believe he was able to make that diving catch.
And the Golden Flashes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Kent State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No shot at a return. It's out at the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Here comes the heat. And that ball is live in the backfield. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, and a burst disaster by falling on his own fumble. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying play action. Here's a heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Fires downfield. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run it from the gun. Hard running there. At the 20, he's got space. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. The Golden Flashes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Touchdown, Golden Flashes! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last one. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
You talk about being handed a chance on a silver platter. First and goal from the 3. Trying to power it in. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. And that one is picked off in the end zone. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Going right to work up top. Pocket breaking down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Rushes on him. He's got the tight end. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the run, it's Martin. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kent State.
Man, oh man, what a day. His third touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And padding those stats, and all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Pittsburgh was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in the Steel City over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip.
Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Got it in the middle, it's Chandler. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
Got it in the middle. It's Harris. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Shakes off the defender. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Kent. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And just like that, let's send it back to the fellas at Dick's Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Golden Flashes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Nothing. went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Look at the big fella roll. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You know, the one thing that really worries head coaches coming into week one is ball security. You're worried about execution. This offense has done some good things early in this game, but you cannot put the ball on the ground because the defense will make you pay like they did right there, taking it all the way to the house.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Handoff to the lone back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Owls! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And a really nice job by the quarterback. He drops back. He knows where he's going with the football. You can tell. He sees this guy coming from left to right, running that post down the middle of the field, throws it. Perfect timing to his receiver. He catches the football, takes it into the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's perfect. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. 14. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Throws to the back. Catch in the middle. It's Martin. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. He just broke the century mark, 100 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. The play-action fake. A strike downfield. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
The Golden Flashes with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Kent State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Leaves it with the back. And the ball's out, and they're after it. How in the world did the offense retain possession? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half if they keep getting...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. First play of the drive comes from the 41. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Harris. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job.
Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. Now this defense could really use a stop on 3rd down as the offense has had its way. He makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Offense.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Release to the back. It's complete. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. It's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit, you cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to get...
It's picked off, and another empty drive.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Finds his man, it's Harris. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. And the Golden Flashes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finds his big tight end. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on...
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Golden Flashes!
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
Florida Atlantic, 14.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go!
Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse.
You know, quarterbacks practice ball security as well throughout the week, and he has to do a better job of keeping 2 hands on the ball. He knows this defense is trying to rip it out. They're trying to get a hat on the football. He's lucky that he was able to recover his own fumble there.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Caught over the middle. It's Young. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Still running at the 40. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
To the air on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball. 2nd down after the offense recovered its own fumble. Back to pass. Bounced off his feet.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in the game.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow. Who knows how they got that thing back? Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Finds a crease at the 20.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed.
Hello there.
It's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Working that left side now. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop it.
You are winning by a lot.
Comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the 1st down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down.
Heck yeah. Is Kent State even D1?
Rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Golden Flashes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Using the quick game. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Golden Flashes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That will put the wrap on things for...
Great win. Kent State for the W.